The first strategy is one that you're already familiar with because we practiced it in a previous lesson. Focusing on your breathing during adversity or when you're experiencing intense emotions is a great way to ground yourself and provide space before responding. Focusing on breathing increases mindfulness, helps to clear your mind, and increases energy. For this strategy, look back at an event that caused stress or an unwanted feeling. Begin to think about the decisions you made, how the event played out, and the emotions, thoughts, or feelings tied to this event. Now that you may be in a space of adversity, let's practice mindful breathing by revisiting the strategy we used in a previous lesson. Throughout this breathing routine, you may consider focusing on values and how you want to feel about the event or how you responded to the event. Start by placing your feet on the ground. Straighten your spine, relax your shoulders, and rest your hands on your lap. Inhale and fill up your belly enough that it starts to puff out, and hold it there for 3 seconds. And then exhale, releasing the stomach and allowing for it to fall towards the back of the spine. Great! Now continue to do this for 1 to 3 slow breaths. On your next inhale, relax the jaw, soften or close the eyes, and inflate the belly. Pause and hold this there for a few seconds, and then exhale. You're doing great. Repeat this for a few more breaths on your own. Be sure to inhale and inflate the belly, and as you exhale, release all of the air while allowing your body to settle and soften. After practicing this breathing routine, you may consider reflecting on the experience. Your reflection may include describing the experience and whether it was easy or difficult. Did you enjoy breathing, or was your mind racing to other things? Did you feel a sense of calm afterwards, or were you still on edge? Breathing through your emotions before responding can provide clarity on our visions and the guided actions you've mapped out. Reminding yourself of values through your decision-making process will help you keep your why at the forefront of your mind and work to eliminate doubt. It can be easy to question yourself, your decisions, and whether you're doing the right things in parenting. In every decision you make as a parent, from allowing your children to navigate adversity to asking them to do their chores, there's a deeper why that needs to be acknowledged. It can be affirming to energize the why in your decisions and actions by talking through this with yourself. For example, you don't make your kids do chores just because you're lazy and don't want to do them. You ask your children to do the chores because it creates responsibility, contributes to the household, and teaches valuable life skills. Why is this important? Well, one day your child will be out of your house and need all of these skills to maintain their home and understand hard work. Your values, your presence, and patience in these decisions are important. Perhaps you have a child with special needs, and in the past, you've limited your interactions outside or in public, but are ready to begin taking trips to the grocery with your child. Leaning into your values and affirmations increases your psychological flexibility and your ability to handle the adversity in the decision. Affirming statements are those that you keep nearby when reviewing a chore chart with your children, or notes in your phone that you can look at when questioning yourself. Outside of your decisions in parenting, affirm your daily values with reminders set on your phone that wake you up in the morning, sticky notes by the door, or any creative method that you choose. Bolden your values by making them present in your environment. You will know your values are for you if they motivate and energize your day, choices, and parenting decisions. Examples of affirming statements can be, I'm making choices in line with my values. I'm doing the right thing. This decision feels good, even though it's hard. Working to eliminate doubt through bold values will build your confidence in the decisions you make. Reflect on the areas in your parenting where your confidence feels challenged, and reflect on the strengths in your decisions. You may write out a few positive phrases or words that provide positive affirmation to your decisions. The chair yoga strategy incorporates the experience of movement and breathing to create a mind-body connection. While going through this chair yoga sequence, you may seek to identify stress points in the body, connecting positive phrases and reminders of your values to help guide you in practicing acceptance and being present to your current needs. Connecting the breath and movement may have a positive impact on your ability to cope and deal with stress. You may consider this chair meditation or similar yoga practice to put space between you and a difficult situation before responding. Before we begin the sequence, you might reflect on a situation where you responded to a mistake or situation too quickly and without processing everything that happened, and you felt you may have overreacted. As you're flowing through this chair meditation, begin to connect your values and positive affirmation to each flow. Posture 1. Start by sitting in your chair, feet planted firmly on the ground. Rest your forearms on the arms of your chair or down by your side. Begin by inhaling to inflate your belly and rolling the shoulders close to the ears. Exhale and roll the shoulders back and bring the belly into the spine. Repeat this breathing pattern 4 or 5 times. If you feel your brain wander through this breathing, come back to the words inhale, inflate, exhale, release, or you may consider inserting your values or affirmation statements. Posture 2. Staying seated, inhale. Raise your arms over your head. Exhale and begin to lower the arms and twist to the right side of the chair. Your right elbow will bend and place the hand on the back of the chair arm or at your waist, and your left hand will grasp the front of the chair arm. Hold for a few seconds. Inhale and hold your arms up. Exhale to the opposite side. Repeat this pattern 4 or 5 times. Posture 3. Staying seated, extend the legs slightly in front of you. Inhale and bring your arms up. Exhale the body to fold over the legs, breathing in and out to inflate and deflate the belly. Repeat this pattern 4 or 5 times. Posture 4. Bring the legs back to a 90-degree angle. Inhale and extend the right leg over the left. Exhale and bend over the leg and hold for 20 seconds. Inhale and come up. Exhale to unfold the leg. Inhale and bring the left leg over the right. Exhale and fold over and hold for 20 seconds. Repeat this pattern 4 or 5 times. Posture 5. Sit tall in your chair. Rest the arms in your lap. Loosen the toes, fingers, relax the jaws. Inhale and hold for 10 seconds. Exhale and repeat this for as long as necessary. Parenting can be difficult, and you may feel the need to respond to something immediately. But remember that not every situation requires an immediate response, and on this positive parenting journey, you're allowed to give yourself the space to breathe, flow, and connect. Breathing through adversity, flowing through adversity, and connecting how you want to feel to your positive affirmations and values. You can breathe through adversity, flow through adversity, and connect how you want to feel to your positive affirmations and values. You may find this chair flow helpful in those moments where you need to pause, redirect your thoughts and actions, and come back later. A mindful meal creates space for you to eat a meal mindfully or thoughtfully without distraction or rushing. Through this experience, you'll take in all the textures, taste, and indulge the senses to enjoy the experience fully. The true purpose of a mindful meal is to give space to be in the present moment and experience something as it is. If most days you're on the go and eating in a hurry, this mindful meal will help you slow things down and eat with a purpose. Here are some guidelines for a mindful meal. 1. You must only take one bite at a time and completely chew and swallow before taking the next bite. 2. You cannot talk with food in your mouth or before you've swallowed it completely. 3. You must take smaller than normal bites. 4. Each new food item on the plate must be eaten before mixing food items. If you have a snack item, this does not pertain to that item. 5. While eating, focus on the 5 senses and the sensation they give to the body and mind. Reflecting on your meal is a great way to slow down and bring awareness to everyday experiences. Practicing mindfulness and moving slowly to focus on each bite can be translated into how we make decisions as parents. Consider some of these questions after your meal. How can you apply this idea of a mindful meal to your next activity or daily life? 1. What did you eat today? Have you had this before? 2. What was more challenging about today's meal than other meals? 3. Did you have any negative thoughts that come to mind while you're eating? This can even include you questioning the point of this activity. 4. What food brought out the most sensation while eating it? 5. Did you experience a familiar food differently than the last time you had it? And 6. How can you apply this idea of a mindful meal to your next activity or daily life? Using these questions as a point of reflection for your daily parenting choices can help you look at how you're taking part in an event and slow down in the moment to see the full picture. Your experience and your child's experience during an adverse moment will never look the same. You may see their behavior as disrespectful, where they may be trying to get your attention and are unsure how. Slowing down some of those mundane tasks you do daily will carry over into the other spaces of your life where you may need to slow down, take it in, and experience it as it is.